One of the first things you need to know when you're keeping book for baseball is how the positions work for baseball, the numbering system. Because if you don't know your numbering system, then you can't figure out who plays where. So right now, I'm drawing a quick baseball field so I can show you the positions of the players and where they play. So to score in baseball, you need to know the numbers of the positions. Not the numbers of the players, but the numbers of the position. Your pitcher is your 1, your catcher is your 2, your first baseman is 3, your second baseman is 4, then you skip over to third base, which is 5, back to shortstop, which is 6, out to left field is 7, center is 8, and right is 9. So it seems kind of weird because your third baseman is 5 and your shortstop is 6, so it doesn't go all the way through like that. But if it makes sense, first base, second base, third base, then shortstop, then out to the outfield for 7, 8, 9. So you got to know these positions before you can start taking book. Now, when you're taking book, you can get as specific as you want or as specific as you're told to do if you're doing it. So you get your visitor team. Let's go Chicago Cubs, or Chicago White Sox, which that's who the Twins play today. And the Minnesota Twins. So this scorebook, which I printed offline, is a really nice scorebook. Because you got the home visitor, the home, your notes about the game, you have the date, you can put your name for the score, start time, end time, total time, the attendance, the wind, and the weather. So you can get really specific with these scorecards. Then you get over here to the lineup. You can put the number. Let's just say Luis Ariz is leading off. Then you can put his name there. Be playing second base, so you can put a 2B, or say Max Kepler is out in the outfield and hitting second. Just put his last name if you want. And then he's going to be playing center field, let's say, because Byron Buxton's still hurt. So you can put an 8 for his position to help you remind you that 8 is the position. If you need to, up here on the top, you can draw your people so you can remember their positions. And then you can get, and so you can do this for all the players. If there's a substitution, put him right underneath Luis. If he gets substituted twice, put him underneath. Same with Kepler. You can go through and do all of your players. Down here you have runs, hits, errors, and left on base. So this is in line with every inning, if you can see that. It's in line with every inning coming down. So that means you can, if they got 2 runs the first inning off of 4 hits, there were 0 errors, and they left 1 on base. You can fill that out after you do for the inning. You also get your pitchers. So this pitchers box would be the pitchers that are pitching against the Twins up here. So you, wait, nope, never mind. This would be the Twins pitchers. So Jose Barrejos would be in here, and you can do his win-loss. If you win-loss, there is a no decision. His number of innings pitched, his hits, runs given up, earned runs given up, which there is a difference. These are ones he allowed to come across while he was pitching, or he was responsible for the base runners after he got taken out. These are the total number of runs, because some runs aren't earned runs for pitchers. You got the walks, the strikeouts, the hit batters, the box. So if the pitcher steps off or steps in a funny direction, the runner moves to the next base, the winning pitcher, and then total balls pitched. Then you can put down your catchers and the number of passed balls, the balls that get by him that are thrown from the pitcher. So I think Mitch Garver is going to be the catcher on opening day. Then you can put the umpire so you can remember who did it and what they like to call for their strike zones. Now back up to the top here. So when you're doing this, so Luis Ariz, your top line here is your balls, the second one here is your strikes, and here's your diamond. So if Luis hits a single, you're going to fill in one edge of the diamond and put a 1B for a single. Then Kepler comes up, works a 3-1 count, and then hits a double. So now Kepler would hit a double. He'd probably put a 2B here. And Luis Ariz, he's quick, but it wasn't fast enough to get all the way there. So now he's on third off of Kepler's double. So you see how it works? You're just drawing what bases he gets to. Next, we're going to have, let's say Cruz is hitting next. And Cruz gets 2 strikes, and then he strikes out swinging. If you strike out swinging, it's a forward K. And then you'd put a 1 and you'd circle it to let you know that he was the first out. Then Donaldson is hitting cleanup today, and he works a full count, and then he strikes out looking. Looking strikeout would be a backwards K, and he's now your second out. And then we have Gonzalez, and he's hitting 5th, and he hits a single. Little blooper of a single, which means you gotta go back up to Kepler. That moves Kepler up 1 base, let's just say, and then Luis Ariz would score on that one. So once you have a full diamond, you're going to color it in. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just got to be colored in so you know he scored. Because then you can easily see where you scored and where you got out. And then up next we got Sano. And Sano, as usual, is going to strike out. He's going to strike out swinging though. So a 3, third out. And then right here, you're going to put a little like hash mark to let you know that in your next inning, you're going to start on this box. And so you're going to take box for both the home and the away team. And once we get to this next inning, you're going to start here. Let's say the first hit is a single. We're going to put a 1B. The next hit is a double play. And it's a double play that went shortstop, second base, first base. So if it's shortstop, it's a 6. If it's a second base, it's a 4. If it goes to the first base, it's a 3. Which then means that this player was the second out. This guy got stopped, so you're going to put a little stop like this, a little stop hash mark, and you're going to put him as the first out. Now you know there's the first and the second out. And then let's say this guy flies out to center field. If it's a fly ball, I always use P's. I'm going to do a P8 because it was a pop fly to the center fielder, and he's going to be your third out. Then we're going to move on to the next inning. And let's see, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we now have had 9 players hit, and there's only 9 players hitting in Major League Baseball on a lineup. So we're going to go back up to the top, back to Ariz. So let's say Ariz gets walked. He pulls 4 straight balls. We're going to draw a line for him going to first base, and he's going to be walked. Now Kepler takes the first pitch of ball, the second pitch of ball, but on that second pitch, Luis Ariz steals second. So we're going to draw in the second base line, and we're going to put an SB for stolen base. Then after that, a ball comes in and hits Kepler on the shoulder. Kepler gets first base, and we're going to do a hit by pitch, HBP, to show us how he got to first base. Now the next Cruz is up, and he hits a long fly to right field, but the right fielder drops it. So that should be a routine play, but he dropped it, which means we're going to want to put an E9 to show that the right fielder dropped the ball, and that's how Cruz got the first. That means Kepler moved up to second, and Luis Ariz moved up to third. So an E is an error. Now Donaldson comes up and pops one up back to the catcher. That's going to be a foul pop-up, so we're going to use an F. And then the catcher caught it, so that's going to be a 2. F2, first out, put a 1, circle it. So I hope this is starting to make sense. If it's just a single, let's just say it's a home run. Let's see, Gonzalez hits a home run, a deep home run, which actually would be a grand slam according to this box. We're going to fill in his whole square, color it in, put a home run, fill in this one, fill in this one, and fill in this one. So now there's 1 out, no one on base, and Sano hits a weak grounder to third base. Third baseman throws him out at first. So that's going to be a 5-3. That's going to be our second out, so we're going to put a 2 and circle it. Now the next player, he comes up and he bunts the ball. So there's no bunt counts as a hit. It does. As much as you just want to hit dingers, bunts count as hits. In this case, he bunts it to the catcher, and the catcher makes the play. So he's going to go 2-3. So he went to the catcher, to the first baseman, and he's going to be our third out. Then we're going to mark it here and call it good. If a runner, so let's go to the next inning, and this player right here, he hits a single, and then the next pitch to this next player would be a ball, and it would be a passed ball. So you're gonna move him up a base, and you're gonna put a PB for passed ball. So I hope this is starting to make sense, and that it will work well. So on the back of this paper, I drew the diamond and the players' numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 as the positions of the players. And it's weird because 6, the shortstop is 6 and the third base is 5, but it works out. And then you have all the different markings. And so if it's a 4-3, hit to the second baseman and then to the first baseman to get the out. And then you have the single, a double, a triple, a home run, and if you want, you can get specific: 2-run home run, 3-run home run, and a grand slam. You have a foul out, pop fly, hit by pitch, passed ball, air, cycle. If someone hits for the cycle, you want to, that's pretty historic, so you want to do a cycle down there. If you have a pitcher that does a complete game, CG. PG is a perfect game. A no-hitter is an NH. So you can get some of the things down for the players. I hope this makes sense, and go try it out in the next baseball game you watch. It is enjoyable, I think, and it really keeps you involved and focused in the game. Thank you.